Houston Rockets.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA. And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge.
Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni is the modern-day guy.
Whatever works, David. Thanks. Last year, Draymond Green said he feels he's the greatest defender of all time. I'm assuming you've got something to say about it.
Well, he also defended it correctly. He was like, I say stuff to fire myself up, and I need to play at a certain level of confidence. And if I don't feel like there's a possibility I can be the greatest defender of all time, then I'm hurting myself. But I like the confidence.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiggins is out there with Green, and it's Chris in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's House in its small forward. And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Now Harden, a shot off that time. Good D by Thompson. Wiggins from outside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins. And here's Westbrook. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
And he really made an impact defensively. His 4 steals were huge.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Pass to Wiggins. From down in the low post, it goes.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
The Rockets perpetually knocking on the door. At what point, though, Bill, do you think their window will close?
I think that point happened in May of 2019. I think they had 2 years to win the title where everything was lined up for them. 2018, they're up 3-2 against the Warriors. The Warriors are tired. They seem like they're fading. They can't close. I think the key for them is the difference between being a regular season team and a playoff team. They're a great regular season team, but the playoffs every year become more and more complicated, smarter, more. You got to come up with a plan C, a plan D, a plan E as the series goes along. And their plan A is kind of what they ride with. They get tight, the crowd gets tight, things slow down. What's your plan B? And they haven't been able to figure that
out. Here's Covington. Great D that time from Green.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
And Thompson kicks to Green. Outside for Curry. Here's the teardrop. And the layup is up and in.
The floater is a tough shot, and Stephen Curry has mastered it.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
They'll name a couple past superstars that didn't always get enough credit for being as dominant as they were.
Moses Malone would be my #1 pick. Probably the best player in the league for 5 years. Dominant in '83, they won the title in Philly. Really gave Kareem a lot of problems and was just awesome and has now just been swept under the rug. Nobody even really remembers. So I'll go with him first.
Ever?
Never. Well, it was part of the problem. They were tape delaying games back then, and we didn't have league pass. We didn't have a lot of that stuff. I think he was really underrated, and you kind of never know who's going to endure and who's not going to endure, which is one of the reasons I wrote my book.
Chris pass to Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Tucker. And he overshot that one, missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Westbrook, good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Now here's Curry. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Houston making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Bill, if you were building a franchise from scratch, which one current player would you begin with or build around?
Probably Giannis, because he's
still
turning
young
25 this year. I still feel like the ceiling of what he's going to do is go up as he becomes more of a shot maker. He's really durable, which I think is underrated. Like, he's just built to play basketball. There's certain guys like that. I think Kevin Garnett was like that. Tim Duncan was like that. Just guys who you just know are going to be around for 17, 18 years. The way I like to watch the running styles, and the game just comes so easy to him. He's so athletic and really cares and is really competitive and just wants to do this and win at basketball. That's how I pick.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the evening. The first one falls. Damari Carroll's checked in for the Rockets. He hits both from the stripe. Bill, you wear so many hats, writing, producing, performing. You're running the ringer, which is highly successful. What role satisfies you the most?
I would say working with young people and trying to help them get better. I think that's the coolest thing you can do, especially if you feel like you've done some good stuff and accomplished some things and realized some dreams. Like the next thing to do is just to, can you help other people get to where they should go?
Well, a lot of this wasn't around when you and I were growing up. So what were your dreams?
My dream initially was just to write a sports column that people read. That's what I wanted forever, yeah. And then the most satisfying thing is just not knowing what's next, but taking chances and hoping things are going to be fun and work out. You have to have a good team around you, and you have to have like 6 or 7 awesome people that you completely trust who can help you do stuff, because it's impossible to do everything yourself, especially if you're trying to increase the scale of what you're doing. And I think that even works for an NBA organization. You know, it's not like one person running everything. I would say putting a good team around you is the most important thing.
And a perfect time here to look at all the teams that score the most points off turnovers. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Fifth best, the Rockets.
They've shown a tremendous ability to cash in on their opponent's mistakes, creating offense with their defense.
All free throws good from Eric Gordon. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. Coming off that loss against the Nets. Rockets with the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers. 1:04 left in the first quarter. The offensive rebound. McLemore. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it. In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Here's Gordon. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. To the middle, there's McLemore, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Rockets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And McLemore drops them both. The Warriors have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Curry against Rivers. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Poole. Green with the block. They get it back. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Now here's McLemore. Got it off in time. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is situational basketball. It takes